Hey guys, welcome back to another Beyblade unboxing video, and in this video we're going to be unboxing the new Random Booster Volume 28. So let's open up this first pack and see what we got. Alright, so here in the first pack, in case you didn't know, all the Random Booster pieces come in these black bags. So let's see what we've got in the first one. Oh boy, that's a little difficult to open. It's like kind of stuck. Alright, we got a bit of it open here. Oh yeah, here we go. So in this first bag, it looks like we've got King Helios, and then it looks like 1S. Alright, that's, oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, 1S and King Helios. Alright. So if we open up the next bag, I'm assuming this is the disc. If I open this up real quick. Oh, yeah, put a hole in there. It looks like we have, oh, this blue Karma disc. Oh, that looks really nice. How many stars? Oh, alright, 3. That's pretty good though. Nice painted disc that originally came on Guilty Longinus. That looks pretty nice. And lastly, we have the driver. We open this one real quick. Ooh, this one's a little tough. Alright. See which driver's in here. Ooh. It looks like we have High Charge Dash. This thing looks really nice. Ooh, yep. A bunch of metal on the bottom. And it's a dash driver. So it's got a nice spring. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's put it together real quick to see what it looks like. And if I remember, King Helios is left spin. So we put it all together. Looks like this. So let's put on the stickers and see what it looks like afterwards. Alright, now with all the stickers on, we will do a review part by part. So first, High Charge Dash. Kind of already went over this. Originally, Charge came on Ace Dragon. But now it's a high and a dash version. A little unstable, but also I believe this is now the heaviest driver in the game. So that's nice. Next up we have Karma. This originally came on Guilty Longinus, and for DB this will be mostly used for attack combos, as it is doesn't scrape a lot. So that's good. Next up we have the Chassis 1S. For sparking, this is a very good single chassis, has good teeth and good weight distribution, but still outclassed by a lot of double chassis. Next up we have our chip, which is actually Helios 2, not Helios 1, which means it also comes with a metal chip core. You can pop it out just by pressing down these tabs right here, the top and the bottom, which means it's a very good chip for lefts. We have our ring, which is King. This ring now is very outclassed, especially by its evolution Volcano, but it's still a nice left ring. Here it is with all these stickers on it. Definitely looks a lot better now. Wasn't a whole lot of stickers. It was very easy to assemble. And now let's move on to the next box. Alright, we've got our next layer up here. So we're gonna open this one up. And we got Super Hyperion. Oh, it's upside down. Super Hyperion, and let's see, this is 4A. Okay, that's nice. Alright, next up for our disc, we got this nice painted red Giga. Ooh, this looks very nice. How many stars? Looks like 3 again. Oh, a little bit unlucky, but it does look really nice painted. And lastly, our driver. Oop, nope, that's the disc one again. Now, for our driver, we've got... What is this? Metal Dimension. Alright, let's go put the stickers on, and then we'll do a part review after that. Alright, now with the stickers on, we'll do a part review. Up first, we've got Metal Dimension. Now, what's cool about this driver is that the cap, as you can see, is metal. Now, if you didn't know, metal drivers, they used to shred the teeth of your cores. But don't worry, this one has a modified cap. As you see, these stubs right here are very short, so they will not damage your teeth. Also, it has metal drivers, have a gold spring like a dash driver, so it's usually pretty tight. But also Dimension has 6 modes, starts in like short balance, and if you twist it, goes into attack, and you can switch the heights as well. You got medium balance, medium attack, tall balance, and tall attack. Now, this driver isn't that good, because the rubber tip right here, this red rubber tip, does wear down eventually. So it basically turned into all attack. But it's a cool driver, nonetheless. And it originally came on Tempest Achilles. Next, the disc is Giga. This disc originally came on Roar Bahamut. Now this is really nice because it's very flat on the bottom, very good for stamina, and also surprisingly very good for attack combos. It's also quite heavy, and only outclassed by Over, the disc that came on Astral Spriggan, but that does not come in this set. Other than that, this is a very good disc. Next we have our chip, Hyperion 2. Just like Helios, you thought it'd be Hyperion 1, but it's not. So again, comes with a metal chip core. Very good chip for right spin. So yeah, that's good. Next we have our chassis 4A. And for sparking, this chassis is very good for attack types. You can see there, very blocky teeth. And what's cool about this single chassis is that you see the left side and the right side are weighted differently. The left side is lighter while the right side's heavier, because it originally came on Hollow Death Scyther. So it's a very good single chassis for attack types. Lastly, our ring, which is Super. Now this is at the start of sparking, it was a pretty decent attack ring, but now it's mostly outclassed by Rage and Brave and attack power. But it has a nice oval shape. So now let's see what it looks like put together. Alright, so here it is with all the stickers on. Looks pretty good there, Dimension. So now let's move on to the next box. Alright, here in our next bag, looks really big here. Let's rip this one open. And let's see, we've got Infinite Dragon, and then 1A. These are actually chassis and layered together. Get the 1A chassis right here, and Infinite Dragon. 2 in 1 there. Next up we have our driver, which is very small and hard to open. Alright, so that driver was packaged in pretty well, so I had to get the scissors, but we have Zone Dash plus X. Looks really nice. And no disc come with this one because of the double chassis. So let's put on the stickers and see what it looks like. Alright, let's do the part review. Up first we have our double chassis 1A. So forgot to mention, let's check how many stars. 2 stars. Alright, not too bad. Now what's cool about these is that it's a disc and driver in one. You can see it's got the prongs for a disc right up there. Got the Really nice teeth right there. And this actually works really well in synergy with Super Hyperion. But it's also a double chassis, so it's got very good burst resistance. It's very good for attack. So let's move on. Next up we have our tip, which is Zone Dash plus X. Now Zone Dash originally came on Helios Volcano, but it had plus Z. Now plus X stops the free spin. If we take it off, here, it's a little bit, it's clicked in there. See, if we take off the attachment, you can see the driver is free spin. But when you put on the plus X attachment, it is metal, by the way. If you put on the metal, click it, there is no more free spin. Now this driver is very good for stamina or defense combos when paired with plus Z. Plus X overall just isn't that good because it stops the free spin, which lowers LAD, or life after death. But it's dash, so it's got a good spring. Next up we have our chip, which is Dragon. Now this chip is alright for a right spin, but is outclassed by Hyperion 2 because this one does not come with a metal chip core, just a regular plastic one. So it is a little bit on the lower side. Next we have our Ring Infinite. Now this ring by itself is not very good, it's very thin, and the contact points are not very good even for attack or defense. But we have our attachment, which is the Infinite Sword. If you line it up with the prongs, click it in. Now you got a way better ring. This ring is very good for attack, but again is outclassed by Brave and Rage, but is better than Super. Now this ring also has the Infinite Shield, but that I believe that comes in the next box I think, or one of the other boxes. But this ring with the sword is very good for attack, good contact points. So yeah, let's put it all together and see what it looks like. Alright, so here it is all put together. Looks really nice with the 1A chassis and Zone Dash. So let's move on to the fourth box. Alright, we've got our layer right here. I'll rip this open. And for the layer, we've got Tempest Achilles and 1B. How many stars? 4 stars. Alright, 4 stars on the 1B chassis. Let's pop this off right here. 4 stars on the 1B chassis. That's nice. We've got Tempest Achilles here. Looks really good. We've got our driver up here. Oh, this one's tight too. Oh, but I was able to get a hole in this one. Let's see. Oh, sorry about that, but we got the driver out, which is XC dash plus Z. They're basically the opposite of Zone Dash plus X, but I will explain that one later. And like I said before, it comes with an extra package, an extra bag. So open this one up. And yep, as I predicted, it comes with the Infinite Shield, so I will review that one after we put on the stickers too. Alright, so up first we have our driver, XC dash plus Z. Now, this originally came on Hyperion Burn. It's got a dash driver, of course. And it came with dash Z from Helios Volcano. Now, unlike plus X, this one keeps the free spin whether it's on or off. You can just click it off like that. You can just click it off and then you can line it up and put it back on. Ooh, if I can actually get it in there. Click it back on. And this one keeps the free spin, which makes it a lot better than plus X. Very good attack driver. It's rubber down here. Very aggressive. Next, let's move on to the 1B chassis. Now this is just like the 1A chassis, where it is a double chassis, 4 stars. It's got the disc right there. Now what's cool about this chassis is that it actually has a mode change, but only for King. If I put it on like this, as you can see, it just aligns, and this is what we call the 5-blade mode. But if you turn the chassis upside down and put it back on, you can now see the gray blades up here are now exposed, and we call this the 10-blade mode. Now this is similar to 1A, as it is a good double chassis and nice burst resistance. So yeah, that's good. Next up we have our Achilles chip, and just like Dragon, it does not come with a metal chip core, which means it's also outclassed by Hyperion 2, but it does look quite nice, and it's in the same boat as Dragon, where it's a little bit low tier. But next up we have a good part, which is the Tempest ring. This originally came on Tempest Dragon, and it's supposed to be an attack type, but this ring actually excels at stamina because of its bound gimmick right here. You have it on both sides as well. Now what this ring would do in battle is that it would awaken. If this part came out and this part, it would be awakened. Now this is the half awakening. It is unbalanced here, so this is where it usually dies in battle. But if somehow both parts of it awaken, you push this out and push that out. Oop, messed it up. It's a little hard to do with your hands. We push this part out right here. We push this part out. It is now fully awakened. Now, even though it may look more aggressive, it's actually better in the bound mode, again, for stamina. So to put it back, you push this forward, and then you push that one back. Goes back down. Same with this side. And now it's back to normal. Now, if we go back to our infinite ring here, with the infinite sword, we take out the sword. We can now give it the infinite shield. Same way to put it on. And now we have the infinite shield. And this ring is actually good for defense because it's good at deflecting attacks. So I'm not sure if this gets outclassed or anything because I'm not too knowledgeable in defense types, but this ring is very good for defense. So we're just gonna put it together and see what it looks like with all the stickers. So this is what it looks like right here, unawakened. Nice free spin there. That's what it looks like unawakened. And if we awaken it, this is what it looks like awakened. And we're gonna go on to the final box of this random booster. Alright, we got our layer here for the last box. And we have Ultimate Valkyrie. Don't know what's in this blue plastic, but we'll take that out real quick. We have Ultimate Valkyrie as the layer here. You open the disc. We have the Legacy disc. How many stars? Looks like just 2. That's alright though. And for our driver, we have Variable Dash with the little rubber tips up there, if it would focus. Rubber tips on top there. And I'm going to put the stickers on it and see what it looks like. Alright, up first we have our driver, Variable Dash. Now this is an upgrade to the variable driver that came on Victory Valkyrie. It's got a dash driver. And these rubber tips up here will awaken after battling them a lot. So I'll have a video on that later when it's fully awakened. Next we have our Legacy disc. which might look really familiar to you because it's based off of the Victory Valkyrie disc boost. It has just been transformed into a DB disc. Again, only 2 stars on there. For this disc, you would use this mostly in attack combinations, similar to Karma, as it does not scrape a lot. Next, we have our armor 9. It's a nice painted 9. A little sticker up there to match with the layer. Disc is mostly used in attack combinations, on specifically things like Ultimate or Savior, as it has the 3 weighted points. Next, we have our chip, which is Valkyrie 2. Now, unlike Valkyrie 1, this one does not have the bound gimmick, but it has very good teeth. So it's good for attack combinations mostly. And next we have our ring, which is Ultimate. Now, these white parts right here are rubber, so it's very good for attack, just like Savior. And we'll put it all together and see what it looks like with the stickers. Alright, so this is Ultimate Valkyrie in low mode. Got that yellow sticker on the armor up there to match with that. Here it is. It's actually very short. It might actually scrape because a variable dash is very short, but also very aggressive. But if we take this apart and we put the armor on top, take out the ring. Oops, my bad. We put the I dropped it again. My bad. If we put the armor on top right here, and we put the chip underneath it, make sure to lock it in on the bottom. We put it back together. We now have Ultimate Valkyrie in high mode. Because it has a DB disc, there's a gap in there, but it's also now much taller, and there it is on top. And so, we got a special event coming up in a second, and I'll show you that. So, I have all the bays right here, and while you were watching, you may have been wondering, why are all the parts mismatched, or why does Tempest come with Achilles and Infinite come with Dragon? And that's because you can actually switch the parts to give them a new stock combo. Now, Ultimate here is already in its stock combo, so we'll put that one to the side. But if you wanted to make the full Infinite Achilles combo, you would get rid of the driver and the chassis. We'll get that later. And the dragon chip, you will not need. You also do not need that. So you just want to be left with the Infinite Ring. Next, you want Tempest Achilles. You can get rid of the driver, but you're going to want the chassis and the chip from this combo. You can put the ring aside. So you're going to want Infinite and Achilles, obviously. Now, the original chassis that came with Infinite was 1B. So if you give it 1B, and next you're gonna want to go to Super Hyperion and get the driver, Metal Dimension. Now, if you give that to Achilles, you now have the Infinite Achilles stock combo of Infinite Achilles 1B, Metal Dimension. Now, this combo is very similar to the one in Sparking, except now we have Metal Dimension instead of Dimension Dash. And next, to make the Tempest Dragon combo, you're going to want Tempest that you threw aside. Same with the Dragon chip. You're going to want to throw that one in there. Same thing that you also threw aside was the 1A chassis. You're going to want that as well. You're going to want to just throw that on there. And now you're going to go to King Helios and get the driver, High Charge Dash. Ooh. You're going to want to throw that on there too. And now you have the Sparking Dragons stock combo, which is Tempest Dragon 1A, High Charge Dash. The only difference here is now that we have high charge dash instead of charge regular. But other than that, that's the stock combo for Dragon. Now we move on to Super Hyperion. The thing is, you want to go to King Helios and get the Karma disc. You can keep the 4A. And the thing you threw aside before, you're going to want the Exceed Dash plus Z, but you take off the plus Z. And you're going to want Zone Dash plus X, and you want to take off the plus X. You want to give the plus X to Exceed Dash. Find the slots, click it in. You have Exceed Dash plus X. You want to put this one together. Ooh, very tight combo here. It's got a little hard to put together. There we go. Now have the Hyperion stock combo. But you might be thinking, Hyperion originally came with 1A, so why didn't I give him 1A? Because these stock combos are based off their evolutions, Hyperion Burn. But since it's not using the Burn ring, they can't give us the Limit Break disc. So it just gave him Karma, and then Exceed Dash plus X, and 4A as a replacement for the Cho disc, I believe. And then every remaining part, which is King Helios 1S, you want to use the red Giga, and then you're going to want Zone Dash plus Z. If I can click it in there. There we go, the Zone Dash plus Z. And again, this stock combo is based off of Hyperion, Helios Volcano, but since we're having King instead of Volcano, we have a replacement of 1S and Giga for the O disc, and then Zone Dash plus Z. So now that we have all the combos here in their original stock form, these are the combos I'm going to use for the testing video for the battles, but the battles will not be in this video as this video is already very long. So I'll do the battles another time. But until then, have a good day.